So we are comparing minis to MTCs today, as those are the classes we run at our club. From the outside, the MTCs are slightly bigger and heavier cars. Mini shells are looking like classic minis, meanwhile MTCs are looking like modern race cars. On the inside, there are many fundamental differences. Minis are running on foam tires, giving the car a huge lot of grip. MTCs are running on rubber tires, which means less grip. The motor in the minis is sitting at the rear, inside a motor pod, and the motor is directly connected to the rear wheels. In the MTCs, the motor is sitting in the middle, and it's connected to both rear and front wheel via belts. This means that the minis are rear-wheel drive, and they don't have a differential, but a solid axle on the rear. MTCs are all-wheel drive, and they have a differential on the rear, and can have a differential on the front too. Power from the motor is transferred via the belts, through the differential, and drives shafts to the wheel. The battery sits in the middle in the minis, then the speed controller and the receiver, and the steering servo right at the front. In the MTCs, the speed controller, receiver, and the steering servos typically sits on the same side as the motor, and the battery sits on the other side. The minis don't really have shocks. They have springs acting like shocks on front and rear. MTCs have adjustable oil-filled shocks front and rear. On the minis, the rear camber is fixed. On the front, you can have 0 or 1 degree camber using different arms. On the MTCs, typically you can fully adjust both front and rear cambers. And lastly, minis are using micro servos. Meanwhile, MTCs are using standard low-profile servos. These are the highlights. Come down to the club to have a closer look. Hopefully see you soon.